Welcome to another biblically based look into today's news from Christian Voice New Zealand. Now here's Mike Bain.
Once upon a time is always a good start to any story, but what I'm about to say won't have a successful conclusion. But once upon a time, we would scoff at the thought of having robots looking after us like Rosie from the Jetsons cartoon show, popular back in the 1960s. But over the years, I've seen robotics used in all sorts of fields. Rosie today has been replaced in our lives with the friendly voices of Siri, Alexa and Bixby. Funny, these days I find myself having to couch a lot of things I talk about without sounding like a conspiracy theorist. But like you, I'd scoff at people who would tell me that one day robots would control the world. But the advancement of artificial intelligence is marching on, and we, you and I, are not noticing it because it's a gradual change. Today we're hearing about labour shortages in many areas, with the largest being in the harvesting of summer fruit. The response was obvious. Someone has invented a machine which will go through a kiwi fruit orchard and pick. You know, it's not going to phone in sick or turn up with a hangover. It's an okay solution for the grower, but the picking of summer fruit was something we all experienced when we were young, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed students wanting to pay for our university fees. Oh, back then it was these sorts of jobs which gave us a good lesson in life. Work was hard, and we realised what our parents were always telling us: money didn't grow on trees. I find it quite strange. We're the biggest number of people to ever live on this planet, but we're facing so many labour shortages. Well, what are all these people doing? Well, the result of artificial intelligence will result in less people needed in the workplace. It is conceivable to think about other professions conducted by AI intelligence or a Rosie-type robot. You know, we're desperately short of aged care workers, teachers, nurses, doctors, and the list, well, it's just so long. So now I ask, if you're a parent, I ask you to imagine a classroom of children being taught by Robotic Rosie. And Robotic Rosie's been programmed by a left-wing liberal state, and I guarantee if you object, you're going to lose the argument. There will be no grey areas here, no compassion for the child who has an accident, and no humanity. And you know what, I'm not going to go down the track of health as it's already happening, even for some surgery. However, all I'll say about that is, having had knee surgery recently, AI will not have the same bedside manner and the ability to make me laugh like my surgeon did. Well, what the latest World Economic Forum conference in Dubai is proposing should create alarm bells. The proposal is to make government invisible. Should have the bells ringing overtime. Now, I know what you're thinking. No more pictures of politicians today? I'll tell you what, that's a benefit. Already we see accountability as a commodity that no one seems to want. And I keep coming back to who programs these bots in our lives, on whose morality and values are programmed into their hard drive. But how far is AI going to go? If you think it will never replace you, think again. Right now, my social media app is full of adverts for an app called Replica. The manufacturers of this app describe Replica as your personal AI friend that's always there for you. You can create your replica to be whatever you want and also get to know yourself better today. Well, if the advertisements are anything to go by, you can replace your nearest and dearest with something that can build your self-esteem and, yes, to a point, satisfy your desires. Well, now our law states that marriage no longer has to be between a man and a woman. Will we see the scenario play out where a guy wanted to marry his laptop a few years ago? He said he got more satisfaction watching porn than he did in a real relationship. Artificial intelligence can be helpful, but we've all seen the movies. We know how it's going to turn out. And yet, we've already accepted artificial intelligence into our daily lives. Just ask Siri, Alexa or Bixby. But the takeaway from this is that we humans, men and women, are created in the image of God. I just want you to think about that for a moment. God created us in his own image, which makes us special. We know that God is always there for us. We know how we can live our lives based on his word, and we know we can walk and talk and get answers to questions. We can get satisfaction knowing him and understanding his love for you and me. So why should we lean towards a bot to give us what humans desire the most? A bot, a replica, a duplicate, an imitation, a model, a copy, not the genuine deal. So sorry, Siri, Alexa, Bixby and Rosie, you all sound wonderful, but the love, the compassion and the security I seek won't be coming from an artificial replica. I'll continue to seek it first and foremost from the one in whose image I'm created, the one who knows my needs and the one who created a real life, breathing companion for me. And you know what? I was wrong. The story does have a happy ending.
Thank you for watching. Help us to spread this message by sharing it within your own network. For more information, jump online to our website, christianvoicenewzealand.com.